What's going on, everybody? How you doing? My name is Courtney-Jai. Welcome back to my channel. If you're wondering what the hell that weird noise was at the beginning, basically I have to sync up the audio. I've got another video camera filming over there, but I've got to like sync the audio. But I'm going to be talking about my first love, my first intimate moment with a boy, my first boyfriend. I've also got Starfish. He's in the video. He's kind of like photobombing it, but you know, video bombing the video. I'm also going to need me a little pick-me-up before I start the video.
These broken wings, and I'm flying, learning so free.
Yeah, thank you. Fuck! This McAfee is actually like 4 hours old, okay? I came back and my camera died instantly. Slightly lumpy. It's still pretty good though, I'm gonna go with that. It's still pretty good. It's still pretty enjoyable. Anyways, you guys want to learn a little bit about me, a bit about my boyfriend's past, and I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna start the story. So to start, we have to go back to the beginning when I first met this person, and I met them when I was at the age of 4. They lived across the street from me, and they were 5, but I think they were only just 5. Like there was only like a few months gap between us. And we became really good friends, and we grew up together in this little, lived on like a grove, and the whole street was full, like every neighbour pretty much had kids, so we all grew up as this big friend group, and I was always really close to him. We did everything together, I'm talking everything. We had sleepovers, we watched movies. I remember the two main things that we connected on is that I loved Totally Spies, and we connected on that, and I remember we connected on Buffy as well. We were really into Buffy, we loved the whole Vampire Slayer thing. I remember writing a letter with him to Sarah Michelle Gellar. Obviously we didn't know her name was Sarah Michelle Gellar because we didn't like, you know, think about that. We thought she was just called Buffy, and we wrote this letter, and I remember saying it to my mum, we need to send it to Buffy, we need to send it to Buffy. My mum was like, you don't know Buffy's address? And we're like, this is a problem, and we never sent it. I remember like we drew a stake on it because we thought it'd be really cool. It was like the nerdiest and stupid thing I've ever seen, but it's just, they're good memories. So that's some of the good memories that I have with this person before I get into the doom and gloom. Obviously I'd grown up with this person for a long time, and then we both hit puberty, and we both started experimenting with things. I can actually remember why we started doing it, because we used to play this game called Blocky 123 with everybody on my street, and how Blocky 123 works is it's basically hide and go seek. And obviously being such close friends that we were, we used to hide together all the time, and we'd always hide in the best places, so we'd literally never get found. We'd eventually have to listen to someone going, oh, I can't find you, please come out, kind of thing, like 30 minutes later. And obviously in these times that we had together, it started off by just talking and, you know, sharing secrets and that kind of thing. And then I remember, I don't know if he dared me or if I dared him. I think it was him who dared me to kiss him. And we were good friends, and I didn't really think much about it. It was just a thing, so I thought, yeah, kiss him. And then I liked it, and he liked it as well. And then obviously over the preceding months, we used to play Blocky 123. We'd always suggest, let's play Blocky 123, and then we'd start hiding together and, you know, kind of kissing and touching. And then I think as we got a little bit older, maybe my late 14, early 15 years, we started to obviously explore each other a little bit more and touch parts and that kind of thing, and explore sexuality. And there was just a deep connection between us. Like, we wanted to do everything. I remember that we planned to go to college together, study our courses, but we wanted to dorm together because we thought college was like American college, which it's not. You know, you just go to college and you come back home. But we thought you get to live at college, and then from there we were going to move out together and live together. And that was kind of planning our future. And this is why I say he was kind of my boyfriend, but he wasn't, because I didn't want to be with anybody else, but I enjoyed being around him. I enjoyed his company so much, and he enjoyed mine. We were just so close that everything what I do now in a relationship, we did. So I think he was my boyfriend without putting the label on it. And I generally did have that feeling of love for him, because I thought about him all the time. The problem is, as you get older, you start to make new friends, and I remember when he got into year 11, so he would have been about 16, and I was in year 10, so I would have been about 15, late 15, almost 16. We had different friend groups, but his friend group really didn't like mine. They didn't like me at all. They thought I was weird. And obviously the problem with that is when you're trying to fit into a friend group, you want to be their friends, and some people either go, well, nah, I'm going to bin you off and I want my real friend, or they go, nah, I like these guys way too much, I'm going to bin you off. And that's what happened. He started to like push me out. He didn't invite me to stuff. He started being like really rude to me and calling me names and bullying me. And it came to a day, I remember this day so clearly, that we walked the same way home, but he didn't obviously want me walking with him anymore. And then one day I decided, no, I'm going to go walk with him because he's my friend. You know, this has all just been a thing. I can convince him to be my friend again. I can convince him to be what we were before. And I remember we used to have to walk through this this alleyway. We called it the Spinny, and hardly anybody ever walked down it. It was only just it was like a gap way to get to somewhere. And I remember like running up to catch him, and he said, like, you know, kind of like, it's off. And he pushed me down onto the floor, and I went to get up, and he pushed me down again. And every time I went to get up, he kept pushing me down and pushing me down, to the point where like I was crying, because obviously he was a little bit older, so he was a bit stronger than me, so I physically couldn't get past him. And then like, yeah, he just started calling me names and basically said, don't come near me again, that sort of thing. And it was horrible to go through that. Really horrible. I guess this is the first time that I felt heartbreak, and the problem with feeling heartbreak when you're going through something like that is you're not out, so you can't tell the people the reason why you're so upset, why you're so sad. You just have to bottle it up. And I think that's what added to the factor of me being in the closet for so long, that not only was I in denial, I had my heart broken, and I didn't want to feel like those feelings were real. And I want to share this story with you because it's the whole concept of like love and risk and that kind of thing. And I want to say, don't feel put off by the story. You're meant to make mistakes. You're meant to have experiences like this because it makes you a better person. It makes you understand yourself. It makes you understand where you will not be treated. And it makes you respect yourself for who you are. And obviously, the years later, I experimented with other guys. Even when I was in denial, I was still experimenting with other guys. And that's the weird thing, like when you're like, no, this is wrong, but I still want to do it. That's like the weirdest emotion in your head ever. But I just want to say, if you have feelings and you've done stuff or you've gone through the similar situation, it's not the end of the world. It will make you a better person. And all broken hearts can be fixed by finding someone who cares for you in the way that you care for them. And that person for me is April, because she's just amazing, and she would never do anything like that to me. And every moment when I wake up next to her, she's just the happiest thing to wake up to. And I guess you can't understand that until you've had someone like that. But you will get that one day, I promise you. Whether that is the perfect man or the perfect woman or the perfect non-binary person or whatever you want, you will get that one day. And I just wanted to share that with you because I talk about these videos a lot, but I haven't really shared my own personal experience, and I felt like it was about time. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry, I really wanted a sip of my Lumpima Cafe. It's alright, you know, there's something weird about a drink what you can chew and drink at the same time. So let's quickly talk about social media. If you guys want to get hold of me on any of it, you can do. I have Twitter and Instagram. I prefer Instagram. For the people who know, I'm talking to a lot of you guys. For the people who don't, you can chat to me on there if you want to talk about an experience what you've had with a mistaken lover, or if you just want to talk about friends that I have or the feelings that you're going through. I'm happy to have a chat. I know how hard it can be. And I don't want anybody going through it alone like I did, so I am here for you. Just message away. I have a Patreon if you want to support the channel. It's up to you. I'll put that in the description below. It's cool if you do, it's cool if you don't. You just be you. I'm cool with just having you guys here right now. Say hello to the starfish. I'm going to say love, peace. Are the clowns swimming? They're doing their own thing. Ah, there's one, there you go. They're going to say chicken grease. and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching.